you go. But yeah, in this video, we're going to be reviewing and reacting to the official ratings of 2K24. We're going to start with some of the more controversial ratings, and then we'll get to players like LeBron later. Alright, so let's start things off with Shai with a 93 overall. I agree with this. Now, this may be shocking to some people, because some people have Shai as like a 95, which is blasphemous, because for me, in my opinion, in order to hit a 95, you have to have some playoff success as the number one option, making a deep playoff run. Players like Jayson Tatum, Luka Doncic, Stephen Curry, those are the players who have been to the NBA Finals and have made multiple deep playoff runs. Those are the players who deserve to have higher than a 94. So I feel 93 gives them enough room to still grow. But it's a great start. I feel like 92 would have been a little too low. I feel like 93 or 94 is perfect for Shai because he's literally never made it out of the first round in the playoffs. He hasn't accomplished nearly as much as all the other players ranked higher than him. So I feel like 93 is very respectful, but also respectful to the other players who have accomplished way more and have been better for longer. Alright, so moving on, we got 95. Speaking about better for longer, we got Luka Doncic coming in at 95. He did take his team to the Western Conference Finals one year, and they lost to Golden State. Luka Doncic, we know what he represents. He's a triple-double monster, can create a shot anywhere on the court. He has a post-up game. He's an average defender. It looks like he got in more shape during the offseason for FIBA, so hopefully that helps him next year. But Luka, we know he's going to be one of the next leaders of the generation with Jayson Tatum, Anthony Edwards, Giannis, all those guys. So I feel like 95 is decent. I probably would have him at a 96. I feel like he should be one overall higher than Tatum. So I feel like Luka should be a 96, but 95 isn't bad. Alright, at next we have Jaylen Brown, JB at an 89 overall for Jaylen Brown. Now, Jaylen, I feel like this is a good rating for him as well. I don't think he deserved a 90 based off how he performed in that Heat series where he got completely outplayed by Caleb Martin. So I feel like 89 is a good spot. Now, if Jaylen Brown is an 89, Anthony Edwards has to at least be an 89, because how the hell can Jaylen Brown be better than Anthony Edwards when Jaylen Brown could barely get past Caleb Martin 1v1? Meanwhile, Anthony Edwards has been getting double teamed the entire season with no Karl Anthony Towns, and then came into the playoffs and then averaged 33. So if Jaylen Brown is this high, Anthony Edwards should definitely be around an 89 or even a 90. But in terms of just Jaylen Brown, I feel like he's still one of the best two-way guards in the game, one of the best two-way players in the game. 89 leaves him room to grow, just in case he gets a left hand, so 89 is good. Alright, now this is where I have a problem. How the hell does Jamal Murray only have an 88 overall? 88. Jamal Murray, didn't he average like 25 or 27 points per game in the playoffs? He just got a ring. He's clutch. He's consistent, even more consistent than players that were considered better than him. Like Tatum. Tatum is better than him, but Jamal is even more consistent than him and Jaylen Brown. He has a post-up game. Jamal Murray is the second best post-up guard in the entire league after Luka Doncic and right before Shai. And then I'll probably put Kyrie at 4 or whatever. But yeah, now this is kind of disrespectful. He almost has no weaknesses. Like, there's not an area of his game that's like below average. Like, even his defense, I wouldn't call him an elite defender, but he's damn sure a solid defender. He's 6'4", athletic, can guard different positions. I think he should be a 90. I think he should be a 90. Alright, so Jimmy Butler. 95. I think this is good, especially for what Tatum is. I think you had to make him the same overall, if not even one overall higher than Tatum, just off the simple fact that Jimmy Butler is now 2-1 against Jayson Tatum in the playoffs in terms of Series 1. And he has 2 finals appearances as the clear-cut number 1 option. He's a two-way player. He's a good playmaker, and he always turns it up during the playoffs. He always improves his numbers in the postseason. He elevates his game. He takes teams that don't even deserve to be near the finals to the finals. So I think 95 is perfect, maybe even a 94. Alright, so Tatum. I feel like same thing with Jayson Tatum, a 94 or 95. But since Shai is a 93, I feel like 95 sounds more accurate, because I think Jayson Tatum is at least one overall better than Shai. I feel like 2 is good. I feel like 2 is solid. So I think it's good. Jayson Tatum is a top 10 player. In my opinion, he's top 7. I have him right under Luka Doncic. So yeah, Jayson Tatum has the chance to be the most complete player in basketball because even over Luka, Shai, Nikola Jokic, he's the only one whose defense could be as good as his offense. All right, so at number, when I said at number, with an 84 overall, we have Wembanyama, Victor Wembanyama with an 84. Now this is kind of OD. They definitely are sucking Wembanyama. How the hell does Wembanyama have an 84 when LeBron James came in having a 78? John Wall had an 81. Kyrie Irving had an 80 or 81. I think they should have just put him at an 82. I feel like 84 is a little bit much because they're putting him over a lot of players that have been borderline all-star for like a couple years. I don't have any names off the top of my head because I don't remember overalls by memory. You're weird if you do. It's like, nah. But yeah, I just think it's a little too high. He literally hasn't accomplished anything yet, but yet has a similar rating to what Jamal Murray had at the beginning of 2K23. I think that's pretty blasphemous. Next we got D-Book with a 94. Yeah, this is right, because I think Devin Booker is the player that separates Shai from Tatum and Butler, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he's the player right between them. He's done a little bit more than Shai in the postseason, but he hasn't done as much as Tatum or Butler. Butler's been to the finals twice, and Jayson Tatum has more impressive performances in the playoffs. Tatum has that 51-point game against the MVP Joel Embiid in the Game 7. Devin Booker, we know he lost against the Dallas Mavericks that one year, but he went off this year in the playoffs, so I gotta give him credit for improving his playoff performance this year. Alright, next we have LeBron at a 96. I think he should be a 96. I agree with that. I think that he's on a decline. And I'm not trying to get people upset. LeBron James on the decline is still better than 95% of their entire league, so relax. I understand he's still insane. I'm just talking about compared to versions of him that we've seen before. He's definitely declining a little bit, especially towards the postseason. It looked like he ran out of gas, but he's still probably the best passer in the league. He's consistent than some other superstars, and he just knows how to control the game. It's really his brain and his smarts and his IQ that keeps him so high at this rating, so I can't be mad. I think a 96 or 97 is accurate. I would say he has a better overall than Tatum. I agree with that because I do still trust LeBron in the postseason a little more than I trust Tatum. Tatum is still a little too inconsistent to be higher than LeBron, so I agree with this. Alright, so next we got Nikola Jokic with a 98 overall. Alright, so I don't have too much to say about this. I think Nikola Jokic, I'm not gonna say where I have him ranked because I'm doing the top 15 players. Well, I have to finish my top 20 players list, but I'll just say this: he's a top 3 player. He just won a championship, so it's fine that he has the highest overall. I think they could have gave him I think a 98 is fine. I wouldn't say 99 because I think to be a 99 you have to be just as good at defense as your offense, and we rarely see that. Players like Jordan, LeBron, and Kobe are the few players that were able to achieve that prime Shaq, you know what I mean? Players who were just as good on both sides of the floor, but 98 is perfect. 96 for Steph. I would agree with this. I think he should be the same overall as LeBron. At this point, he's made multiple deep runs. He just won the finals the previous season, right before the Nuggets did this year. He's the greatest shooter ever. Top 3 handles in the league currently. I would say Kyrie's number 1, then Steph right after. So there's not really too much to say about these last few ones. That's why I wanted to get the controversial ones out the way, because there's not too much to say. I feel like these are, pretty well people pretty much expected. So I'm not going to talk too much about Stephen Curry. Now KD should be a 94. KD is not better than Jayson Tatum or Luka Doncic or Stephen Curry. What has he done in the last 3 years to be put above any of them? Jayson Tatum swept him, and didn't Jayson Tatum drop 50 on his head the year before that they swept him? In the last 3 years, that says he's on the same level as Luka, Tatum, or Steph. Tatum has made back-to-back conference finals appearances with a finals appearance. Stephen Curry has actually won the finals, and Luka Doncic is just way better than KD overall. So I just don't understand it. Alright, so next we got Giannis Antetokounmpo, who won the championship a couple of years back. He did get eliminated by the Miami Heat very early in the playoffs, the first round. But yeah, I think a 96 is accurate. I think, you know what, I think he should be a 97, a 96, or a 97. Just one overall under Jokic, I feel would be accurate. He's still 96 or 97 for Giannis is accurate. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm out. Peace. Hey.